Avdiivka, just north of Donetsk, which is the largest city held by Russia and has been held by Russia effectively since 2014, is very much the number one target at the moment for the Russian offensive in eastern Ukraine. Officially, the Ukrainians say that they are repelling all of these attacks and inflicting huge losses on the Russians, but there have been some Ukrainian soldiers who've been commenting that things aren't actually going as well as that, and that Russian forces have entered, though not taken control of the whole of the vast industrial zone to the southeast of the town of Avdiivka. So that's in between Avdiivka and Donetsk, and that industrial zone was really a Ukrainian fortress, the only part of the front line, as was between 2014 and early 2022, that hadn't moved an inch since the full-scale invasion began in February 2022. Apparently that's no longer the case. There's fighting in the industrial zone southeast of Avdiivka. Some Ukrainian official spokespeople have been saying that due to the bad weather, the Russians are no longer able to advance there. I'm not sure how much that can apply to a really heavily built up industrial area where there's a lot of tarmac around, but certainly the mud due to the melting snow is a problem for any wheeled vehicles trying to advance anywhere where there's not tarmac in Ukraine. So as the winter approaches, things will definitely change and be affected by the weather, but it's hard to predict exactly how. There's always so much talk about how the weather affects the war. Of course, snow affects drones. When it's coming down, they can't fly, and this is very much a war that's being fought by drones. But the weather affects both sides, and the one thing we can say for sure, really, the only thing we can really say for sure, is that both sides have not expressed any intention whatsoever of taking a pause or taking a break during the winter months.